Welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale. That was Venda lamelata. This is Paraphalaenopsis Sunny. That's a primary hybrid and a cross between denevei and serpentilingua. And frankly, there's hardly anything from serpentilingua. The flower looks like denevei. It has the size of denevei because serpentilingua is the smallest of the four species in it's like 3-4 centimeters. This is 5 or 6, so same size as denevei. Serpentilingua is a very long inflorescence. This is short, and serpentilingua is an upright inflorescence. So I'm not sure. I mean, I assume it's a cross, but it didn't. Serpentilingua sure didn't leave a lasting impression. It doesn't look like it has very strong genes. And I must say, this girl here, Nusantera, which might be blooming again, I showed it to you last year, was a cross between serpentilingua and labukensis, and this is my labukensis. The flower almost spent now, but it's blooming again this year. So there again, serpentilingua had very little impact on the cross except for the size. So labukensis has big flowers. Nusantera had the same look but much smaller. So at least over there was some minor impact for serpentilingua. Not here. So far there's no fragrance. These flowers have been open only 2 days. There's another one coming here soon. It's beautiful. I really love them. So like all my Paraphalaenopsis here, so you have laycockii here, and all these leaves, these reed leaves are really rock hard. They are very, very plump and healthy. This is my labukensis. Yeah, with the flowers. Then you have denevei over there, which is still very small. There's more growing there. These leaves as well are very, very hard. So that's because I water them constantly. So these plants come from Borneo, all of them. So it's a very tropical environment. There's monsoon rains year round, very hot weather. When it's below 60 Fahrenheit or like 15, 16 Celsius at night, I bring them inside. They would probably survive, but I'm just not taking chances. And so I water them twice a day, sorry, except over the winter. Now this one is new, and as you can tell, I've only had it for 4 months, so it's not yet established. There's only 2 small roots that haven't really attached to the mount yet. And what worries me a little bit is that this is not as plump as the others, so I haven't been able to put the plant on track where it should be, and I assume it's because it's focusing on this, producing the flowers. And what worries me also is that there's another inflorescence coming there, and I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I would hate to have to trim that because these flowers are so pretty. At the same time, this is a plant that needs to establish itself, and so I want it to have roots that attach readily, and then these roots will absorb the water, and I want this to be a little plumper. It's not plump enough to my taste. So very hungry plants. I fertilize them easily 3 times a week, at least from May till September. So plenty of water, I said that. Very good light, high light. And that's it. I mean, these things are really super happy, and that's the way I treat them. So I'm a big fan of these. I call them beans. They're supposed, technically, they are called terete leaves. They're really cool looking, and the new growth comes from the middle there, and you see that there's a new leaf coming there. It always comes from the very middle. So that's it for today. So this is Paraphalaenopsis Sunny, so a cross between denevei and serpentilingua. Again, there's very little of denevei in this, very little of serpentilingua in the cross. When this one is going to bloom, I will be able to compare, but I don't think it's going to be much different. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.